Hey up guys, it's Lee from Son of a Pitch. Let me first start by saying I wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. And on that note, it is December 25th, Christmas Day, and yeah, I'll explain in a little while it is that I find myself out walking and going on my way to a camp on Christmas Day. But for now I'll just try and keep you out of the wind. I don't want the wind blowing too much, and try out this new selfie stick, see if I can walk and talk and or just walk without falling over. So raining or damp. Rain's not supposed to come in till about 3 o'clock today, so I'm hoping that I can get out and get to location and get set up before the worst of the rain. Really, only supposed to be drizzling, so I'm hoping and praying that it's not going to be too windy, because I'm not sure if I got my delta pegs in my bag or not. But as it's like I say, as it's Christmas Day, I brought far too much stuff that I didn't need. She a big one today. I come on a recce, this camp location, 3 days ago, and the old Bergen was only weighing 15 kilo then, and she's a steep old climb. I was suffering. She's 25 kilo today, so hopefully she'll be worth it when I spend my night in comfort. Right, I'm push on down this trail, I think, now, and I'll see how much I can film. Hopefully the camera stays dry. I've not got my proper camera out and just film on the phone at the minute, because my other camera's not too waterproof. I have tried to improvise, adapt and overcome, and I'll show you that later, but well, never mind. Right, I'll push on. I'll get back to you further down the trail. Right, a bit further along the trail now. Slowly starting to get used to walking and talking without killing myself and breaking my neck. The trail we're on, I believe it's the Y Valley Trail, and I picked it up just outside of Landuicum. Like I said, I did walk this route the other day. You pass through, it's a lot of little country lanes, like the one we're on now, and you pass through a couple of farms, and then we'll be passing our destination up on the left in about 20 minutes. It's called Mulled, well, it's spelled something like Mulfrey. So yeah, so 442, just under 450 above sea level, hence why I'm slightly concerned if the wind picks up again. But I know I'm down in the low ground now, and the wind's been pretty kind to me, and so has Big Bertha. She's still there in one piece, she's sitting comfortably. I'm not blowing out my arse too much yet. I will be shortly though, and if you're lucky I'll treat you to a bit of that filming. Dan will be sad he's missed this hill. He loves a good hill with Bergens on. Right, I need to preserve me lungs for this next section, so I'll come back to the. I'll try and show you now a little bit of the view. I apologise if the wind starts to come across on this. If it does, I'll just have to edit the audio off this and play some sort of 70s porn music over the top, or whatever I'm allowed to play without it being a copyright infringement. So, whew. See, it's quite a nice little valley we're in now, fairly pretty, and we just I'll show you over in a minute when I don't drop through these puddles like some off Vicar of Dibley. We're getting us the first view there. I don't know, can I zoom in with this? Oh, I can. Look, that's the track we're going to be going up that bad boy. As you see, the summit is well at the top, clouded and nice film and mist, so it's going to be a wet and damp one, but never mind. It is what it is, like people say. Well, when I come up the other day, there was two horses stood by a gate blocking me, and now there's one fiery little sheep. Come on your trot. In fact, go through that puddle, show me how deep it is. Look at it, not bothered. Every so often, as I stop, thinks he's got Big Bertha on his back. He's not catching me. I'll catch it. I don't know what to do when I catch you. Oh, I'm through the shit now. Polished my boots because it was Christmas as well. Won't be able to tell, but it was Christmas. I thought I'd make an effort. No Christmas jumper, no party hat, no daft like that. Right, this is it, isn't it? This is a big standoff. Get through this gate, get past this sheep. Panicking. Right, I'll get through this gate and I'll come back to you. I avoided a big battle with Dolly, just to flex my muscles, and she's run off. She still gave me eyes though, give me eyes. Right, I'm going up this track behind me now. You can't see how steep it is really, well you can't tell from here. You might be able to tell in a bit from my breathing, but it'll be handy if I could teleport. I could just do that thing where I go whoop and come back, but it's not work because I'm still at the bottom of the trail, so I'll have to do whoop and try and come back again, and then try and control my breathing. I'll have to wait 10 minutes before I come back to you. Right, I'm going off up because I'm not going to get up here stood down. They're stood around like this. Right, here we go. Up and Adam. Who's Adam? Why? Oh, it's up and Atom. Atom? Adam? Don't know. Someone will leave a comment below. Don't slag me off too much. It's Christmas after all. A good season of goodwill to all men. And Dolly. Right, I'll get back to the... There we are. Thought the new selfie sticker just died on me. But she's back. Once again, apologies for the wind. That's me halfway up. Whew. Blowing in the wind, literally blowing in the wind. And just to prove it's Christmas, celebrations are open. Celebrations are open. Right, I'll take the off. I'm going to go off this because they can't hear me anyway. Oh, I'll see you at the top. Well, I'll try and tuck you in to avoid the noise and avoid seeing up my nose at the same time. This is me now in my my camping location, and just off the trig point here up at Mullesley, and yeah, the weather's about as good as what it said it was going to be. The rain's eased off a little bit, it's just a fine mist, but I'll pick you up now and apologise for the wind, and I'll just 360 and show you what you can't see other than all rain and cold stuff in my beard. But this is about as good as view as we're going to get for a bit now. Before I go dizzy, I'll bring you in. I'll set up camp and we'll stop this wind. I'll get this kit off, get some dry kit on, and right, have a chat. Right, I'll catch you later. Whoosh. Oh, camera's just got wet. Well, she's up. She's up, and it's bleak. Camera's gone blurry. Let me have a... It's better. A bit wet. She's up, she's bleak. I'm going to get inside, dry off, and do a bit more filming. Whoosh. Right guys, just going to warm myself up with a brew now. Got the tent set up. It's a little bit blustery, a little bit miserable, but hey ho, we're out, aren't we? And that's what it's all about. It's all about being out. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise of the gas. Oh. So basically, I said earlier I'd explain what brings me out on this festive day of all days, and COVID really. So come December 23rd, the little family get together we was having was affected by one member of one of the families has come down with COVID, so that changed the venue. And then come the night of the 23rd, our lass Raquel got a call, and people who work had gone down. She was on cover, so she's had to go in for a 24-hour shift, hence why I then had 24 hours to kill. I did want to come and do this camp before Christmas, but I didn't have a chance, so hey ho, I got 24 hours on my own, so we might as well come out and we might as well go camping for a little bit. Now using my new mug that I got for Christmas. I got to cover up a couple of little bits of Christmas if I put my teeth back in. I've got one of them tiny little pumps to get my airbed up. I ain't set that up yet. I'll set that up a little bit later on, just to try and get dried up and warmed up. Wind's picking up as well. One of them, a big gust of wind hit earlier, and one of my poles ain't looking too smart. It's bent it a little bit, so I'll keep you updated on that, and I'll keep checking that if it's going to be as gusty as what she is. But fingers crossed she'll last the night. I know you can get replacement parts for OEX. It's one of the particular reasons that I've purchased it. So well, I'll see how that goes tonight. So yeah, Christmas Day and camping. I'll let this brew boil, and oh, that's nice. Water coming in off these crappy doors that you have to tuck up. Yeah, I'll get my brew on and I'll get back to you. Cheers. Well, brew's going down a treat, nearly gone now. Rain's picked up though, so it looks like I'm going to be stuck inside for most of the day now. I've got little bits to do. Dan, I don't want to scare you, but I've got a notebook with me. I'm going to be doing a couple of ideas, sketch ideas for the best man speech. I want to add to that. Seems it will put off, your wedding were put off by COVID, so we've had another year now to of escapades I need to write up and fill in. So well, that'll give me some time to do. Not better than sitting in a tent listening to it rain, coming up with some ideas. I've got some other bits as well. So, and apologies for this, because I spent quite a lot of my build up to Christmas the last couple of days watching YouTube, and Mr. Wild Wales, I was watching you yesterday with your festive Christmas camp, and I'd already had sort of this idea planned, and I watched you yesterday do it. So I'm not copying you, I promise. Even though I do think you're a legend, I am a subscriber. But yeah, mulled wine. Usually I like a good Moretti, but I thought this will keep me nice and warm. And I saw you do it last night and I thought, oh, but she was packed, she were in Big Bertha. And I thought, well, it's worth carrying it. So I warmed myself up in a bit. That's one of the things. And I haven't seen anyone yet go out backpacking with Astronaut Food. At least that's what it says it is. It is a novelty thing. I don't think these are actually designed to be taken into space, but it is a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich. Now it's just going to be some sort of crappy wafer thing with looks in it with a bit of marshmallow in, I think, but because there's no way they can put proper ice cream in that. I mean, it's cold enough for ice cream now, like, but yeah. Per pack, 128 calories. Oh, you could have this on a diet. It's not very big, mind. Once open, consume within 2 days. Freeze dry food. Here we are. Best before August 24. There you go. Keep that in your prepping cupboard. Might come in handy. But I thought, since it's Christmas Day and I've not seen anyone else have these before, I thought I'd get a bash and see what it's like. I don't know if it's right to be accompanied with mulled wine or not, but we try it. And we send some stewed steak. I could have, if I'd have planned this properly, got a nice bit of stew out of the freezer that we'd made before and froze, but I didn't plan it properly, and I knew I had that can laying about, so I thought, well, I got some instant mash as well I'm going to throw with that. So there we are. There's tonight's meals. I've got some snacks as well to put me through. I've only got a few celebrations left. And celebrations gone downhill. Like, we opened a packet, you don't get many in, but oh, it's just full of like Bounties and Milky Ways and Snickers. You know, ones you don't want. Where's all Maltesers, like Maltesers and little Galaxy things. Oh, they do Twixers now. I think I've got a Twix as well. I managed to get in there before fridge rats got in. So yeah, anyway, as you see it, wind's picking up, rain's picking up, and I'm going to try and get my creative head in and get something ready to destroy Dan on his big day. Right, I'll do a bit of writing and get back to you, like Shakespeare. It's that cold, I've even had to put my power bank in a sock just to try and keep it warm, because the battery life's just dying here. I brought 2 of these power banks out. As soon as you get phone out in here, it just sucks up. You can hear it like, all batteries sucked out your phone instantly. So I've got a couple of these and a few pairs of socks in. Put it this way, if it gets cold I can put socks on as well once these are dead, so it's winner winner, isn't it? Winner winner, stewed steak dinner. Bush. Well, it's not improved much out here. It's not improved. Rain's died off a little bit, wind's died off a little bit. But what I brought you out is to see if my bent pole really, while it all calm down a bit. 2 seconds, I'll see if I can spin you around. No, right. In that case, I'll have to disappear. And I'll have to have you like this. So there's a problem. Look at that problem. That's what she should be like, those two. As you can see, gust of wind, bent out. So I'm hoping that doesn't affect me too much tonight. Fingers crossed. Well, back in now, I've moved into the main sleeping quarters, so boots are off and it's a little bit breezy, so I've got me fleece sleeping bag liner on just for now, just to keep my toes warm. And as you can hear, wind's still about. Yeah, got my book out though, about to start doing a bit of writing, and yeah, pass some time, get Dan caringing and get everyone going gasping from the audiences as I tell him stories, great stories about snakes and yoghurt. Look forward to it, Dan. Snakes and yoghurt. Right guys, just come back outside now. Just gonna do a couple of last light checks just before we go dark, make sure everything's in order. You can see a little bit of a view behind me, not much, just a little bit. So hopefully it gets a bit better. The wind is still quite strong, as you can probably hear. So just gonna go check that. Turn you this way. Check that pole's all right, and then have a little wander about, make sure everything's all clear and all good. All right, I'll be back to you in a minute. Well, this will be a rain test for the Coyote Free. It's not been out in anything quite as rough as this yet, so I'll let you know how the rain test goes tomorrow. Or tonight, if I end up bugging out because it's leaking. But yeah, I've done a bit of writing now. Head's fried, so I thought I'd go on and show you this stainless steel water bottle that Lee from the Bugout has kindly lent me to have a look at and see what he's like. He has got some of these, just took order of some of these, I think 12 of these in stock. He wanted to see what they were like before he started trying to sell them. I'm not sure what they retail at the minute, so you'd have to, they are, I think, going up on the website pretty soon if they're not already up as we speak. So but it is, I think it's Nalgene or Nalgene, or I don't know how you pronounce it or what language it is. I did have a look on a website somewhere. I think they sold them on Amazon, and on Amazon there was advertising as made in the USA, and I can see on the back it says made in China, so read into that what you will. But yeah, it's just over a litre it holds. It's got a secure screw on top, which is secured by the string as well. I've had it upside down every shape and it does not leak, so that's very good. One thing I am told is I can take this off, this string off, and I can put this straight onto my gas cooker. Now I'm not going to do it today. I was going to do it, but then I forgot my gloves to take it off with. And there's no way after this has been on a naked flame that I'm going to try and touch it and grab it off with my bare hands. So that was one of the things I wanted to show you today, but I can only sort of show you as a water container. I must say it's very good. It hasn't leaked, unlike some of the other containers I had. It screws on, and you can see that there. She has got water in it, but she's not leaking, thank goodness. I'm going to get my bed set up now, I think. Get the little air pump I've got, that I got for Christmas, somewhere in this admin vortex. She is. So this particular one is made by Flex Tail Gear, and it is just, you've all seen them, just the tiny little pumps. So that's going to be an aid to me, help me set my bed up, and without me pumping a load of hot air and a load of fluid into the airbed. Right, I'm going to get that set up then. As you see, she's blowing hooly, and then that'll be most of my admin done. I can crack on then with rustling up some tea, and I'll try that Astronaut Food and see if it takes me to another world. You like that one, don't you? Put that in your Christmas cracker. In fact, we ain't got a Christmas cracker, so there's your crappy joke. You're welcome. Right, I'm now cooking the dog food. My stewed steak in a tin, Princess stewed steak to be sure, and I haven't had any of this for a long time, and looking at it is a good reason, I think, because I'm not too sure. I keep taking that off and putting it on because it's titanium. I don't want it to cook too quick and burn to that pan. I've got to have custard in that bad boy in a bit. I don't want it tainting with this dog food, because that's exactly what this looks like and smells like. And I thought I'll get this tin used, get it out cupboard, get rid of it. And I forgot the Henderson's relish. And if you don't know what Endo's is, because you're not from Yorkshire or from Sheffield, then you don't know what it is, and that's fine. I'm not going to insult it by trying to describe what it's like. It's like heaven in your mouth, and if anyone tells you different, then I suggest you do with them out of your life, because you don't need them. If they don't like Endos, they're not worth knowing, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's not looking too promising, like. I was looking forward to this, and I'm not going to insult it and spoil it with a nice mash now, so I'm just going to have this on its own. And then I have got a ginger pudding, ration pack ginger pudding in there I can warm up later on if I'm hungry. I've got a custard, I've got me Astronaut Food that's out of this world. So I'll just keep warming this up. I'll chow down on a bit of this in a bit. As you see, it's still blustery and windy. Got the all sleeping systems all set up now. Same as usual. Trichology sleeping mat, a little foam pad that I sit on, and then OEX not Gore-Tex, OEX baby bag, OEX Pro, Bush Pro it is, and my Viking Gear 4-season sleeping bag. I've got my sleeping bag liner, that fleece one that I've had my feet in for most of the afternoon. I put my merino socks on now, so they're toasty. So the problem is, as soon as I start drinking this mulled wine, we know what it's like. It's warm. It's gonna get flowing. I'm gonna be outside having a pee every 2 minutes. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'll get toast in my bag, and then I'll be in and out and in and out. Right, we're not too far off with this dog food, so I'll see if I can enjoy it. I'll come back to you once I want to rinse it out of my mouth with something a bit tastier. Right, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, let's face facts. It's It's not the worst thing I've ate. Not the best thing either, but oh, it is edible. It would have just been finished off with a bit of endos. Yeah, that nice, a nicer flavour than what it's got, but I'll not complain. There's people elsewhere that ain't got this that love this, so I'll get down the ash and clean my pot out, and we'll go for round 2. It's better than them Campbell's meatballs. Remember them? They were dog food. Campbell's meatballs. Oh, what was that horse meat scandal a couple of years back? Finder's crispy pancakes, I think it was. If it weren't them, don't sue me. It's just a rumour I heard, alright? Just keep this clean. It's Christmas, remember. Right, have a quick cleanse of the old palate. Get that dog breakfast off. Oops. Haven't even started that mulled wine yet and I'm knocking things over. Right. Astronaut Food. Let's see what it's about, shall we? Let's see what it's about. Not what I thought. It comes in a little clear package. Ooh. It does smell like Neapolitan ice cream. I'll get that. Oh, it's flaking everywhere already. Right, if I can undo this as carefully as I can, and I'll try and show you. It wouldn't survive a trip to space, this. It's only been in my bag and it's smashed everywhere. Right, I don't know if you can see that. Does look like a Neapolitan ice cream bar. So, the first one we got, a bit strawberry. It's different, it's a kind of chalky texture. Nice, not unpleasant, lovely. In fact. I am presuming you just eat this straight out of the packet, you don't have to wet it or all. No, they wouldn't have water floating around space, would they? Nope, just eat it like this. I imagine if you put this in water, it just dissolves. It's not bad though, it's not bad. For first time thing. It is a novelty thing, mind. I won't go out and buy 20 of these, right? I don't think my teeth would take it. Must be a lot of sugar. But it can't be because there's not a lot of calories in it, so. That's the strawberry section of it anyway. I think I can pull it out now because it's more or less in one piece. So there we have chocolate and vanilla. Not much to report on vanilla. A bit tasteless to be honest, but it is very dry though, I'll get that. I'll have a first on for this mulled wine in a bit. I'll get one go at chocolate end. That's pleasant. No, it's a success. It's a novelty thing to try, like I say. I couldn't find too many more products in it other than these ice cream bars, so I don't think it's a new thing. It's just I don't think there's much of a market for it. Not unless Jeff Bezos wants to ship us all off to the moon or wherever we're going, or Mars. But yeah, it's alright. Quite pleasant after my dog meat, so I'll wait till it gets dark now. It's starting to chill off. You can just about see my breath on camera. I can see it in here. So once it's chilled off and darkened off, I'll get this mulled wine on. We have got a little bit of condensation in the vestibule area because I've been cooking in here, and there's a bit of a draft coming underneath like, but I don't really want that door open because the tent will go away. So right, I'll be back to you in a little bit. Ciao for now. Well, it's suddenly turned kind of Christmassy in here because the mulled wine's ready. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now I've been using my brain here because I'm only putting in a bit at a time. Otherwise, if I put full bottle in, it'd be red hot. I'd have to drink it in one go. But now I can just keep adding some in as and when I require it to top me up. And hopefully this way it'll cut down on me having to run outside and pee if I drink it in stages rather than one big gulp. Oh, now that is the taste of Christmas. You see, I got miner's lamp on again. That's to remember I got that on. Otherwise, you see that fighting to get in, someone will get snagged and pulled off or torn. That's the last thing I want happening after my bent pole scenario. So I've even had another look. The tent seems to be holding up at the minute, so fingers crossed it doesn't get too much more windy. I think it should survive the night, but I think I'll be having to go on the website tomorrow and hopefully there's some sort of Boxing Day sale on and I can get me replacement poles a bit cheaper. Well, for now, I'm going to enjoy my mulled wine, think Christmassy things, and well, this will probably be the last update before bed, unless anything really interesting happens, like the tent blows down or the pole snaps or we get flooded. I have got a drip coming from one of my seams. I did notice earlier. I'm not sure. There's nothing major like, but just a slight drip, and there's a drip coming from the hook that I hang the light on as well, slightly. So I might need to inspect them seams at some point and have a look, see if I can just touch it up, a bit of seam sealer or something, hopefully. But if not, it'd justify me buying a new tent, won't it? As for tents, I've been watching a few programs now and a few channels, and I have made my mind up. The next tent I want to get is going to be some sort of TP tent. I would really like to get a canvas Polish Lavoot. I've seen them, they look really cool. I like the idea of hot tenting. Excuse me. All this Christmas cheer. I know our Raquel would like to go hot tenting as well. She says, oh, I'll come out camping if we can get an hot tent. But yeah, so that'll be my next thing, looking into some sort of a TP tent with a look at in the future. Probably distant future again, a Lavoo. So yeah, unless all amazing happens, I'll have a good night's sleep hopefully, although with this wind I'll probably not. And yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Right, it's Merry Christmas for the rest of the night, and tomorrow is Boxing Day, so oh, that's a thought. I hope they don't have Boxing Day on around here, and if they do, I hope it's not too early. I don't want to be woke up by a bloody hound surrounding tent after that dog food. Christ, that'd be a carnage. I have to beat them to death with my mug. I'll use old bottle. I defend my sense somehow. Right, anyway, I'm waffling. My feet are a bit cold now, so I'll let you get on. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Good night, God bless. Right. On my last lot of mulled wine now, as you can probably hear, it is absolutely siling it down. Wind's picked up and the temperature has plummeted. This is not a bad thing. I don't mind the rain, I don't mind the wind, or the temperature plummeting so much. I'm alright, I'm going to stay warm and dry. I've got, like I say, fleece liner on. I've got my Four Seasons bag and my baby bag to get into in a minute. But it is absolutely caning my batteries. Two power banks I've been through because of cold. like I said earlier, wrapped in my socks to try and keep them warm. But I got through one power bank, now on my last power bank, and it is struggling to charge the phone. Lesson learned, bring more power banks next time, or invest in, I don't want it particularly on a bigger one because a bigger means heavier, but I could do with some, have a look again, more expensive one probably, one that works a little bit better, one that might hold its battery a bit longer. But yeah, because at this rate, by the time I go to bed and say goodnight, I'll be out of battery. Not a great thing when I'm still on top of it, stuck on top of an hill, in case anything goes wrong, especially with my pole. So I'll try and preserve my battery now. So I'll say goodbye for now until I go to bed. Right, I'll catch you later. Ta-ra. You're eat. I don't know how much you can hear it, but it is absolutely siling it down there. Absolutely hammering it down. Wind's picking up as well, so it's getting a little bit gusty. Yeah. Battery situation is not good. It is not good. I'm down to like, what, 20%. I'm gonna have to try and keep the phone in my sleeping bag on my body for the rest of the night now. We're coming up to 11 o'clock, so is 20% gonna last me, what, it comes light about 8:30, so is it gonna last me nearly 9.5 hours? I am very doubtful on that, but we'll give it a go. And if you don't see me again, then thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll sort something out for the end of the video. I don't just want to end it like this, but hopefully I'll have enough battery just to say hello in the morning, and so I can pack up and just start to extract. But yeah, she's a wet one. At the minute the pole's still holding up, so yeah, well, I'll either see you in the morning or I'll sort something out and see you later in the morning once I manage to get some sort of charge into my phone. Right. Oof, she is rough. Right, I'll catch you later. Ta-ra. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Currently bugging out as my menacing has led to a disaster. I'll get back to the shed, hang a kit up, get that drying. I'll get a bit more charge on my phone, and I'll explain the errors of my ways. Right, I'll be off before the battery goes. Right, I'll catch you later. Well, I'm back now. As you can see, I'm absolutely sodden. It is just coming up to 4:30 now in the morning. What I've got to do, I'll get this wet kit off, I'll get my tent out, I'll hang them up in the shed, and get all that squared away. I'll put some dry kit on, then I'll come and explain to you what went wrong. We'll have a little mini debrief on tonight's activities. Right, let's get this wet kit off. I am drenched. Up guys, right, tent's rung up now, drying just behind you. I got myself a brew, I've got changed, and just a quick reflection time on what actually went wrong tonight. So, as I showed you before in the earlier video, when I was putting the tent up earlier on, one of the poles had bent slightly. This is an issue I've had an issue before with the tent, trying to get the poles in. They do seem to come a bit stiff, or the poles are slightly long. But yeah, when I pitched it earlier on, it was a bit wet, a bit damp, so in a bit of a rush. It was actually the fastest time I've had it up. I mean, the outer was up in 5 minutes, and it seemed to go up really quickly, less hassle. But then when I went round, put all the guy ropes on, get all the tension, I actually realised that one of the poles, that pole, is slightly bent, and as the night got on and my battery was dying, my phone's now plugged in, the battery was dying, so I had that on the back of my mind. The wind was picking up, the rain was horrendous, and I decided that I'd better go outside to sort this pole out. And basically, instead of fixing the pole, I ended the pole. That was it. The coyote has been compromised, I'm afraid. So yeah, this is your sort of standard pole, what it should be like. Everyone knows what a pole's like, and this is, yeah, that's what the pole's like now. I tried to straighten her out the opposite way. Of course, she'd already been weakened, and she like you see then, she sort of just, my hands got wet, the pole turned, and it just closed up and snapped, and that was the end of that. It was blowing a hoolie, the battery was dying, so I just had to pack up and bug out. I managed to film a little bit on the way back, just me walking through the puddles really. But yeah, so, well, that's that. So I'm gonna get back in the house now, clear all the kit away, clear all the rubbish away, and try and get a spotter editing done this morning, and I'll try and get online, see if I can find replacement poles. So right, well, sorry that one come abruptly short. I was looking forward to, well, hopefully better views in the morning, but it weren't to be. As you can hear, still coming down now, still raining heavy, so yeah. Anyway, if you like your wild camping with cut short with a bit of a disaster, why not subscribe? Yeah, and if you've got any comments below, if you've had problems with pole snapping, or if you think I should have just left it be just a few more hours to, then yeah, put your comments below. I'd like to hear them. Right, until next time, I've been Lee for Son of a Pitch. Cheers, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you. Ta-ra.